Hey guys, it's Kirby the Bookish Nurse and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a few things that I got from thrift stores and my June Owlcrate finally came in. For those of you who don't know, I do a lot of at-home visits as a nurse, and I was out a couple weeks ago with someone that I work with doing visits, and we saw this huge thrift store that neither one of us had ever been to. So we decided to stop and for just a few minutes, and I came across a whole plethora of books that honestly most of them were not even on my radar, but now I'm super excited to have gotten a hold of them. I don't know what most prices are at thrift stores for books because I don't shop a lot. I don't go out a lot anymore. But at this particular thrift store, the paperbacks were 25 cents and the hardbacks, most of them were 50 cents, and I think a couple of them were $1. This first one is by Cornelia Funk. I'm so sorry if I didn't say that correctly. It's called The Thief Lord. I've never heard of this book, but just from the little bit that's on the back, it sounds like there's some brothers that are orphans in Venice, and they become part of a little children gang in Venice, and the leader of said gang has some type of magical object that can somehow manipulate time, and that's how he holds control over his little gang of orphans, street urchins. So it's probably going to be like, if dark middle grade is a thing, that's probably what this is going to be. And I've heard a lot of things about that author. I've just never read anything from her. I think she wrote Inkheart, maybe. I could be making that up. Don't. I got another one from the same author it's called Reckless, and from what I can tell, this is a portal fantasy where the boy finds a portal in his dad's office or dad's study, and one day his little brother follows him through and gets himself cursed, and now his little brother is turning into some type of monster, and he has to brave the other world lands in order to save his little brother. I do think that she mainly writes middle grade, so probably both of those are not going to be super intense. And sometimes I need that. Sometimes I need a little cotton candy to cleanse my palate. This next one is by Garth Nix. It has a sticker on it, but I mean, I paid $1 for it. I'm not going to break my fingernails over a sticker. It's called Mr. Monday. Garth Nix, I think, is who wrote that. Yeah, Garth Nix. And it's about a boy who was supposed to die, but was somehow saved by a key that's shaped like the minute hand to a clock. And with this key, there's also a plague of monsters and bizarre creatures that come from another realm. And a stranger named Mr. Monday and his avenging messengers with blood-stained wings and an army of dog-faced fetchers will stop at nothing to get the key back, even if it means destroying Arthur and everything around him. Desperate, Arthur ventures into a mysterious house, a house that only he can see. It is in this house that Arthur must unravel the secrets of the key and discover his true fate. I honestly don't think that I even read the back of it, but I really liked the front. It had a very steampunky, like modern steampunk vibe. That's probably not a thing, but that's what it looked like to me. And it was $1. Why would I not? It could have said the worst book ever for $1, and I'd be like, oh, well, I might like it. Maybe you have bad taste. I don't. This next one is by Lori Halse Anderson, called Winter Girls. Unless I'm reading it wrong, it's about two best friends who both are struggling with anorexia or bulimia, some type of eating disorder. So trigger warnings for that if that's going to be something that bothers you. But one of the friends dies, and the other one, I think this book kind of goes through her trying to put herself back together while her best friend has just passed away from a disease that she also has, and trying to deal with her eating disorder while the girl who died's mom is a nurse, and she's throwing herself into her work so she doesn't have to think about it, and her dad is off, and her brothers are, they're all just kind of trying to cope the best way they know how. And I think that the best friend kind of falls deeper into her disorder, even though that's what killed her best friend. And it's probably going to be very, very sad. It sounds like it's going to be very, very sad, but I think it is going to be really interesting to look into the mind of basically an addict, of someone who knows this action that I'm doing is going to kill me and it's going to hurt the people around me, but I'm doing it anyway because I don't know how else to cope. I don't know how else to live. And I'm hoping that the book's going to have a little hope at the end, and she at least begins to get better. But if not, either way, it's going to be very, very sad, and I think it's going to be very thought-provoking. This next one is an anthology of love stories. It has a lot of big-name writers in it. I've tried to read it before, and it wasn't something I wanted to read, but I'm hoping maybe that was just at the time. My True Love Gave to Me. So I'm probably going to try to pick this up around the holidays again and just try, because I have broadened my reading taste a lot this year, and hopefully my tastes are wide enough that I can enjoy it. If not, I wasted 50 cents. It's fine. I'll give it to somebody else who will enjoy it for sure. The biggest name that I picked up that I was really super surprised that it was at the thrift store, it's Erin Morgenstern's The Night Circus. I have so many people who absolutely adore this book. It is about I think it's slightly fantasy, but not like fantasy, dragons, woo. It's not like that. It's just like a little bit of fantasy, I think. But there's a circus that comes to town and is only active at night, and something with time travel, I think. There's people from different times that are connecting somehow, I think. I don't know. I've tried to read it before. Could not do it. I think I got like not very far in and put it back down. But that was before I started reading adult fantasy, and this one was kind of had really flowery writing. So I'm hoping maybe now that I have adjusted, being able to read more better prose, maybe I'll be able to get into that one and love it as much as some other people that I've heard on here. And the last book that I got from the thrift store is, there's a piece of tape on it that I'm trying to get off. It's called Void. Take action or be exterminated is the tagline. This is can y'all see that? This is a sci-fi. To survive, they must work together. Raven is a hex, a rare genetic hybrid of technology and humanity. She has managed to survive undetected by the CPS, a secret government agency whose sole purpose is to exterminate her kind, and for her, survival means working alone. Wraith is her brother. He's street savvy and has the right moves to navigate the city's dark side, and he has a mission to find their lost sister, who might also be a hex. Wraith convinces Raven to join them, and in their search they uncover more than they bargained for. Together they realize there is more at stake than finding their sister. They must defeat the CPS or die. I've never heard of this. Rhiannon, I can't pronounce her last name. I'm scared to death I'm going to butcher it. But this is, let me see if I can, yeah, that's who wrote it. And I will do my best to update y'all whenever I get around to reading it. He's kind of a thick boy, so it might take me a little while. The last books other than the Owlcrate that I'm going to show y'all is after this $2.25 binge at the thrift store that I had. I put myself on a book buying ban because life, I have to save money for different things. And one of the girls in my group decided that she was going to be a rainbow of a human being and buy me this trilogy that I have been dying to have, and it went on sale, and I hope all the good things that could possibly happens to this lady, and immediately I hope all the good things happen. It's all 3 books. Let's see if I can take them out without ruining the case. The Rise, The Loss, and The Resurrection. And this series, I know I read the Vampire Diaries, I think it was, or the original quartet of the Vampire Diaries last month, I think it was. This portion of that series, or this spin-off of that series, was actually written by the woman who directed the show. So this is probably going to lean more towards that, as opposed to what we got in the first 4 books. Because that was the original author wrote those. And they were fun too. They weren't 5 stars, but they were a good time. I'm going to go grab Owlcrate and I'll be right back. June Owlcrate finally arrived. I have been waiting for what feels like 17 years and 36 days for this package to come in. And it was delayed due to some panoramic craziness with the mail services and different things, but that's okay because it finally got here and I feel like it is going to be worth it. I think I did this last time. I didn't bring anything to cut this open with. The theme this month was Go Your Own Way. It's been so long that I've forgotten. I'm so sorry. Any Owlcrate people that are watching, I'm so sorry. But this is the spoiler card. Go Your Own Way. We have some type of bag with a little snap. It almost looks like, I'm not sure. Some of these symbols almost look like Harry Potter. I'm going to have to look at the spoiler card. Oh, it's Velcro. It's a Velcro bag. Oh, it's like a lunchbox that has the little heat cooling thing. But it's super cute. See? And it's a pretty good size for a little lunch box. And it's inspired by Throne of Glass. I haven't read that. That's why I wouldn't know. I have it, thanks to my beautiful book club. But I haven't read it yet. So we got a Throne of Glass lunchbox. That's really cool. This is the next installment in the Reading Through the Seasons drinkware set. The last one was like a little wine tumbler, and I loved that. I use that for, I don't drink wine, but I use it for my coffee every day because it's the perfect size for how much coffee I want in the morning. Ooh, this one is even prettier. Summer was a book of hope, is what it says. It says it on both sides. That is very pretty. I really like that. Let's see. And it's not glass. I thought it was glass, but it's like aluminum maybe, or some type of metal. It's like it's a thermos. I very much like that. I think that might be my favorite glassware that I've gotten so far in one of these boxes. Although I do use, for a while they were putting out Harry Potter mugs, like influenced by the different books. And I use those every day. This is this month's pen. You can be more than what the stars wish for. That's super shiny. I love when the pens are shiny. Can you see it? Yeah. I love it when they have like that glitter effect. That always makes my favorite pens. But I don't know what the book is, so I'm not sure how that plays into the book. We have another little bag that is a beautiful blue velvety bag. Some kind of card. That's who made it. Fable Wayfinder coins. And we have, it's like a collectible coin. I think I like this better than the pen. It's like a seafaring themed coin. Oh, that's how I make it focus. I have to shove it all the way into the camera. I like that a lot. It's very, very heavy. I feel like I'm way closer, or I look way closer to the camera than I normally do. So if my head looks super big today, I apologize. I mean, that's what it looks like in real life. But I don't mean to subject y'all to that. And then we have another velvet bag. Every time something comes in a velvet bag from Owlcrate, I know it's going to be good. Because, what is this? Oh my goodness. Even though I haven't read this book, it's easily recognizable what it's from. This is that, oh wow. It looks magical because of the glow. But it's a bottle opener. It's from Erin Morgenstern's The Starless Sea. It says, no story ever truly ends as long as it's told. Aww, that's beautiful. I don't really have any bottles to open, but I'll save this just in case I get a bottle that I need to open. This is, that is so pretty. Even if I don't ever use it, I will use that to decorate because I love that. Then we have we have more stuff. Oh, we have an art print. This is definitely Strange the Dreamer. We have Laszlo and the Blue Girl. I want y'all to see the whole thing, but I didn't think it would focus, but it did focus. That is a very, very, very pretty art print. I love the foiling on that. I love that. Is there? Oh, and there's more. This was kind of, to be as small of a box as it was packed with a lot of stuff. We have a bookmark from the Six Crimson Cranes, which the Six Crimson Cranes, that's kind of a tongue twister, is a story within the story of the Mulan retelling. I think it was like Project Runaway meets Mulan. What was that? I think it's in that book. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. I hope y'all know. But it's a very pretty bookmark. It says, magic this strong won't remain silenced for long. Spin the dawn. That's what I was trying to think of. It's very different looking. I'm enjoying these aesthetics. I also cannot pronounce anything. If y'all have seen any of my videos, y'all know by now I cannot pronounce nothing. I'm from Louisiana. We don't talk right here. We just say things. All right, and finally, the book of the month, Sister of the Snake. I have never heard of this, by Serena and Sasha Nanwa. I can't see. A lost princess, a desperate switch, and a destiny that will shake the world. Let's see. Oh, I can't read y'all what it's about because it's covered by the author letter. But looks like twinish sisters of the snake. I wonder what that is about. Well, the author letter says, welcome to the world of Sisters of Snake, where magic, forbidden romance, and a looming war and a long-lost sister awaits. Orphan, princess. Oh, one of them is an orphan, one of them is a princess, and they swap places. Within these pages, you'll find a sassy talking snake, dark prophecies, and a lush Indian fantasy world that will sweep you away. Well, that sounds really good. I've never heard of this, but it sounds like it could be really good. So I will try to get to this sometime before the end of the year. The more I look at this cover, the more I like it. Their hair is braided into a snake. Can you see that at all? The more I look at it, the more things I notice, and the more I like it. So I'll try to get to this before the end of the year. Hopefully I'll be able to. This feels like a winter read for me, because it feels like it's probably going to be kind of fairy tale-esque, and for some reason fairy tale type stories always feel like winter to me. And then the very last thing in the box is the announcement for next month, or this month that's coming next-ish month, as soon as they're able to get it out, is Potions and Poisons. And I'm pretty sure I know what that book is, and I hope that I'm right, because I've been eyeballing that book since I saw it as a pre-release, and man, I want it. Man, I want it. The cover of the book that I'm thinking of is everything. Every July box will contain a kitchen item designed by Amy Mack illustration. Okay. I always like kitchen items. That's nice. Couldn't remember if I showed y'all this. So that is going to be my book haul for probably my last one until the end of the year. Because like I said, I do have to get some other things in order before I go spending dollars on books. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post videos every week, so I'll see y'all soon with a new video. Bye.